So with weight loss and health, just health in general, a lot of people kind of overlook supplementation. They think there's no point. If you're eating a healthy diet, you can get everything you need. A lot of that's being found by a lot of friends that I know and a lot of people I know that are finding out, I was maybe misunderstanding the importance of supplementations. With Nuviva, you guys have 4 base products that you guys start off with all your clients. Can you run me through what those are, why you include them, and what they do for our bodies?
Absolutely. So with just our program and in dieting in general, anytime you go on a calorie deficit, you're going to create some deficiencies. Our goal when we created the program was, not only to focus on diet and training and sleep, but how can we make sure they're fully supported going through the program? Somebody going on a diet in general, and going back to like, if you have a proper diet, you have enough nutrients, there's still some gaps that maybe need to be filled depending on the person. Some people just don't absorb certain things the same way. So, the goal of the supplements that we actually include into the program are to fill the gaps that we know are going to be a problem to prevent any issues from coming up. And I'll go in order through some of the supplements we offer and why. Typically, when someone starts the program, we'll get them on a detoxification program. One, kind of clean up the food, start reducing carbohydrates, try to take out inflammatory type foods so their gut's processing a little bit better and a little bit quicker. We do have a detox supplement that we include that has bentonite, which is a clay that actually cleans the GI tract walls. So when we do start introducing like medication, supplements, proper nutrition, the body actually absorbs it better. There is a couple things in there like psyllium husk and slippery elm, things to just kind of aid digestion. Nothing in there laxative to make them go to the restroom, but just aid going to the restroom without forcing them going to the restroom. So it's a good kind of prep supplement that we use because most people come in here eating bad, not taking certain things, just the types of food they eat kind of tend to jack up the GI tract. So we try to get that environment in the gut in a better spot. So usually detox is the first supplement you start with. That's usually in the first part of the program. Once they're medically cleared for the other phases of the program, we'll include a multivitamin. Going on a calorie deficit, they're not having enough calories coming in. There's going to be a lack of vitamins. Most people tend to not supplement the difference. And where common horror stories I've heard over the years, obviously being in this field for so long, people go on a calorie deficit, they get nutritionally deficient, their hair starts falling out, their nails get brittle, their skin gets bad. And a lot of it has to do with them just not having proper nutrition. We try to, the nutrition most people switch to with us is better than what they were probably doing coming in. So it's still better than what they come through the door at the clinic. But we try to make sure we just cover the base with a multivitamin. This is actually a prenatal formula that has certain things in for hair, skin, and nails, but then it's going to still cover all the bases, your vitamin A, C, D, K, everything you should be taking when you're trying to take a multivitamin to cover all the bases and just make sure there's no nutrition deficiency. Also, at that time, a lot of clients coming in are eating too many carbohydrates. They're insulin resistant. We could fix that over time through a lower carbohydrate plan, which will help the pancreas function better and reduce blood sugar. But we have the glucose support supplement that's meant to I always say it's if you want to compare it to like a medication, kind of like what metformin does for someone. It actually helps the pancreas release insulin properly. But there is a couple of things in here like vanadyl sulfate, chromium polynicotinate, which actually help the body shuttle carbohydrates to be used by the body. And then there's alpha lipoic acid, which is an antioxidant, but it has a dramatic response on the pancreas to help it kind of release insulin properly. So this helps us fix insulin resistancy a lot faster with a client. So it just kind of speeds up what we're trying to do to get their system back in line, carbohydrate metabolism back in line, which if their blood sugar is more stable, they're going to lose more weight. This last supplement depends on the client. We do have a lot of clients come in that are maybe not medically suited for appetite suppressants. Maybe they have cardiac issues. Maybe there's some contraindications in the medication they're already on coming through the door, and they can't go on something like phentermine. This is actually, we call it hunger control HCA. HCA is hydroxycitric acid. What does that mean? It comes actually from a fruit called Garcinia cambogia. It's actually one of the best supplements for hunger control I've seen over the years. Actually, Dr. Oz years ago did a whole episode on it, just talking about the benefits. But it truly, I don't like offering things that don't really move the needle or make the difference. But for somebody who maybe needs some appetite control, this actually helps helps control blood sugar, which in turn controls cravings. It actually has some effect with serotonin, so it kind of will make them feel a little bit better. There's also hydroxycitric acid, or Garcinia cambogia, actually blocks an enzyme called citric lipase. And what that enzyme does is it prevents carbohydrates from storing in fat in the system. So it has multiple benefits. It's probably one of the most expensive supplements we have that we do offer to the clients. We don't sell it, but I'd like to have this supplement for either somebody who maybe is taking an appetite suppressant and they're getting really hungry at night. There's no stimulant effect to it. There's no change in blood pressure, no change any cardiac wise, and they could sleep on this. Or for the client that we can't offer phentermine to, I could give them something else that's going to kind of assist them along the way.
And so that those four, to wrap it all up, those four come with your client's overall package. They're
Absolutely.
not paying extra. That's included in the service.
We have the all-inclusive program that includes dietary phases, vitamin injections that they're given to go with the program, and then the 4 nutraceuticals to support them through the dieting process. When we first started, and we've added some supplements and products along the way, but when we first started, I didn't want somebody to be able to have a better plan because they had more money or they could spend more money. My goal was let's give them everything they need, all the tools necessary to be successful through this process. And so our program is kind of a membership-based program. They pay week to week as they go. It includes everything that we do. Now over the years, we have evolved quite a bit and added things, different peptides. We've been using peptides for a while, but added different peptides, different things like semaglutide or tirzepatide. Those are little add-on type things that we could do, but we still keep the core base program, which is amazing to be able to get somebody to where they need to be.